Hello and welcome to my channel, You Are the One, where we talk all things law of assumption to help make your manifesting journey easier and more fun. And today we are talking about your subconscious and how to prime it to accept the new statements or the new affirmations that you are telling yourself, the new self-concept, to help make it easier for it to accept as true so that you get results faster. That's what we're talking about today. Stick around. My name is Hedley Derenzie. I'm a qualified life coach and author specializing in law of assumption. If you'd like to know more about me and my offerings, you can check out my information below this video or at my website, youaretheone.com.au. But we are just going to get straight into it. And I should mention these glasses, I think I mentioned it in another video, I can't remember. But I'm wearing them every now and then just because they're blue light glasses and I'm doing so much in front of the computer these days that I just feel like I need to protect them a little bit. So that is why I'm wearing glasses. They're just blue light glasses. Anyway, completely beside the point. Today we are talking about subconscious, because your subconscious is like the projector of your movie being your 3D reality. So what gets into your subconscious, what is accepted by your subconscious, is what's going to get pushed out and reflected back in your reality. So we want to prime our subconscious so that it's much easier for it to accept the new story that we are telling it. Because obviously with law of assumption, we're realizing that we've been holding on to some pretty old stories and that we need to rewrite them, recreate them in order to have a new experience. Otherwise, our life is just going to be a bit like Groundhog Day. A lot of the stories that we're seeing in our reality are a result of stories that were kind of inherited during the time from when we were in the womb to about the age of 7, where we are predominantly in subconscious state, meaning our brain has not fully formed. We do not have the luxury of rationalizing events that happen to us. We learn about ourselves by looking out into the external world and making assumptions about ourselves in relationship to that. And unless we revise them or recreate them, they just keep running the show. The subconscious runs the show. The subconscious is like the movie projector. We are like in a 360 movie theater. It's an immersive experience. Life is like an immersive 3D holographic experience where we are not only the cause and creator of the movie, we're starring in the movie, we're writing the movie, we're also the audience member of the movie. We are the whole movie, including all the characters and all the behind the scene characters as well that help set the movie up. Crazy, I know, it's very matrixy, but it is also literal. This is not conceptual. This is really how the game works. And when you know it, then you get to work with it a lot more easily and have a better experience in your reality, which is the whole point we're here. So that's the other point I wanted to make with the subconscious is because those stories were inherited to us and we weren't conscious to them, they were just like input there and we absorbed them and we accepted them, and then they became true and they created our reality, and then that's just the way things are, and unless we change them, that's the way life is for the rest of our life. Is if you want to know the stories going on in your subconscious, you just need to look out into your reality and look at the quality of your reality. That will tell you the story that's going on in your subconscious. And a lot of us will argue, like it's really funny. I hear people telling a story about their reality and then, you know, I might say, oh, I have like, so that must mean you've got this going. No, I'm not like that at all. And I'm thinking your reality is telling you that's exactly what's going on. Like as a coach, really, I'm just looking at people's reality in terms of the facts. What are the facts that are happening in reality? Because that will then help me to understand the story that's going on for them within their subconscious. If I wanted to know what stories I'm telling myself about money, I just have to look out into my reality and look at the facts of my reality in relationship to money, meaning the actual events, not the assumptions that I'm telling. What is the amount in my bank account? What are the expenses, the bills that are coming in? Because that will tell me the story that's running. Am I telling a story of prosperity or am I telling myself a story of poverty? That's the way to know what's going on in your subconscious, is to simply look out into your reality. Your reality is the most perfect, objective feedback tool you will ever have. It is your ultimate best friend because it is reflecting back exactly what is going on in subconscious, not what you think is going on, because we often think we're further along the track down, like further down the track than we are, when really there's still a little bit of work to do and there's still some old stories running and there's still a few old memories that I just need to revise and recreate. So the conscious is kind of like the conscious mind is like the very subjective it's the one choosing. It's the one, I'll have that, I won't have that, it's that and that. And then the subconscious is the one that waits for the command from the conscious mind. That's what living from the end is. So when you have aligned with the state, that's when the subconscious goes, oh yeah, okay, cool, boom, project, reflect. So when you're working with creating a new story, one thing that can be really helpful is to prime your subconscious first to accept the new story you're inputting, or to accept the command that you're giving the subconscious. Because if you're commanding a new story, or if you're telling a new story, the subconscious will just come back and go, well, no, that's not true, because I've got this old dominant story that's a lot stronger, it's been there a lot longer, we're going to stick with that one, as opposed to this new story that you've just decided is the one that you're going to go with now. So the subconscious will simply accept the dominant story. So before I do my affirmations, one of the things I do is I say, my subconscious is accepting these statements as true. And then I'll go into the I am. And I can do it with all of my affirmations, or just do it once prior to me repeating my affirmations. So let's say I want to experience a new wealthy story. So I will say, my subconscious is accepting this statement as true, that I am wealthy. So I'll just put that in front of my affirmations just to prime it. And it just adds another layer of accepting it, because you want your subconscious to accept the new story you're telling it, you're commanding it. Really, you want to be the commander of your subconscious. You want it, because your subconscious will 100% accept whatever command that it is given. That is what will get projected out. It has no opinion. So if you're telling a shitty story or a great story, the subconscious doesn't care. It'll tell the story that it is being, the dominant story that it is being delivered, it's being commanded with. And that is why living from the end and putting yourself into those states of already having what it is that you want, that's the one way to command your subconscious, is to inform it that it's already here. It's already now. This is the state I've chosen. This is the state I'm living in. This is the state that already is. And then the subconscious goes, oh, okay, all right, bang, boom. There it is, reflected back in your 3D reality. So I was just talking to a wonderful client of mine. She'll know who I'm talking about. She'll be watching this video. And something, an assumption that she has when she's faced with a problem or a situation or a challenge, she will hold the assumption, like if she doesn't know the answer to something, she'll hold the assumption, my subconscious will figure it out. I thought that was such a wonderful assumption to hold when you are faced with a challenge. My subconscious will figure it out. It means that she doesn't have to do any work for it. She knows her subconscious will figure it out, and then reality will reflect it back. So that's a wonderful assumption to hold. If you're faced with a problem or a situation or a challenge that you don't know what to do about, just hold that assumption. Your subconscious is figuring it out, because it is your subconscious that is what creates your reality. It's not your conscious mind. Your conscious mind decides what to command your subconscious with, that then gets pushed out and reflected back. I think I've said that enough times now. That'll do for now. I hope you found that useful and helpful. And with all of these techniques, just try them out yourself. See what works. If something doesn't work, leave it and then move on to something else. These are all just offerings for you to play with, have fun with, enjoy, and leave if they're not for you, or employ them if they are. Thank you for listening. Please remember, as always, you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstar of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you and assume the best for everyone in your movie too. You will have an amazing life, and this is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you, and it is also for me too. I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.